Happy College Basketball Eve, everybody. That's right. It is upon us. The season is here. John Fanta here with a Fanta 5 around Big East hoops ahead of Monday's action. 8 Big East teams will tip off their season on Monday night, and you can tune in to Shoot Around at 6 Eastern Time, followed by the Big East opening night tip-off on FS1, whip-around coverage of all 8 games at 6:30 Eastern. And you can catch every game in its entirety on the Fox Sports app. All right, Fanta 5 time. Number 1, we begin with the Creighton Blue Jays, the highest-ranked preseason team out of the Big East. It's the highest that the Blue Jays have been ranked in an AP preseason poll at number 9 in the country. Greg McDermott has the best sophomore class in America. I'm talking about Ryan Nembhard. I'm talking about Trey Alexander, Art Kaluma. Then you think about the junior, the rim protector, the reigning Big East Defensive Player of the Year in Ryan Kalkbrenner. And how about the fact that the Blue Jays made one of the transfer splashes in the offseason in South Dakota State transfer Baylor Shireman. Creighton is stacked. They've got balance. They know how to defend. Greg McDermott and the Blue Jays are a legit Final Four candidate. Number 2, Kyle Neptune makes his debut on the sidelines on the main line at Villanova on Monday evening, 6:30 Eastern Time, when the Wildcats welcome in LaSalle in a Big 5 game. Neptune taking over for Jay Wright. Now, those shoes, they're impossible to truly fill. Neptune, though, a Jay Wright disciple, he knows this program like the back of his hand. But he's in for a challenge here, at least to start the season, because Cam Whitmore is still out for the Wildcats with a thumb injury. Justin Moore's injury timeline may be the single biggest factor in the Big East this season. So what can we expect from this Villanova team? They need fifth-year, super senior Caleb Daniels to step up. He averaged just over 10 points per game last year. They need him to be 14 or 15 points per game this season. Brandon Slater and Eric Dixon, it will be on them too to raise their level. Let's get to number 3. Adama Sanogo is the lone returning player from the All-Big East first team last season. That's right, it's a 6-member first team. Sanogo's the one guy back, and he charges the Connecticut Huskies in their opener on Monday night against Stonehill, 7:30 Eastern Time at the XL Center. Sanogo, what's in store for him? After averaging about 14 and 8 last season, he was such a workhorse in the paint, a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Award finalist. What does he bring to the table in his junior year, and will the Huskies be improved on the perimeter? They're going to try to play 4 out, 1 in, and you could do that when you have an elite presence like Sanogo. Number 4, new look Johnnies. St. John's opens the season Monday, 6:45 Eastern Time against Merrimack as part of the opening night tip-off. So you have Posh Alexander and Joel Soriano back to lead the way. But how will these 2 transfers enter this team and contribute? I'm talking about Andre Curbelo, the Illinois transfer, and David Jones, a familiar name to you Big East Hoops followers, the DePaul transfer. The Red Storm have depth. They've got some firepower. They do lose Julian Champagny, but Jones is a high-level scorer. Can Mike Anderson in year 4 get St. John's to make a March breakthrough? It's a big year in Queens. And finally, number 5, 2 other new head coaches, but not so new in college basketball, debut on Monday evening. Sean Miller at Xavier, Thad Matta at Butler. It's going to be fascinating to see how these programs look under these long-time college basketball head coaches and winners. Get this, both Miller and Matta have won over 73% of their games. For Xavier, Kobe Jones leads the way. They've got a dynamic 1-2 punch in Jack Nungy and Zach Fremantle. What's the point guard situation look like there? It'll be interesting to see. And for Butler, they upgraded in talent. Manny Bates, NC State transfer, Eric Hunter, a Purdue transfer. And folks, Thad Matta's got Chuck Harris in his back pocket, and Harris is poised to be a potential All-Big East first-team performer. Could be a real dark horse. It looks like he's only gotten better as he enters into his 3rd season with the Bulldogs. The table is set for a big year of Big East basketball, and that's your Fanta 5.